Zeta Global. It's one of those AI software stories that looks exciting on the surface. But the real question is whether that excitement is actually turning into cash. Because you'd think that if a company is growing revenue around 50%, they're launching an AI platform, they're expanding with enterprise customers, and they're raising guidance, that the stock would be screaming higher. And to be fair, Zeta's already had a good run. But it'd be one thing if this was just another marketing software company that's throwing AI into a press release. But no, Zeta is trying to go deeper than that with Athena, its AI-powered platform that's supposed to help marketers make faster decisions, automate more work, and potentially spend more money with Zeta over time. And that's why today I want to look at three big things. First, whether Zeta's AI push with Athena is actually becoming a real business driver. Second, whether its Marigold acquisition and enterprise customer growth can keep pushing revenue higher. And third, what all of this could mean for the stock from here. My name is Rick Orford. I'm a Wall Street Journal bestselling author. I've been trading since 1999, and no, I'm not a financial advisor. That is a good thing. I break down the numbers so retail investors like us can make smarter, more confident decisions with our money. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. And you all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investment. So I'm proud to partner with The Motley Fool to bring you 10 stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Stock Advisor has beaten the market by almost 6 times. Go to fool.com/RickO to get your 10 stock picks right now. Zeta Global is a marketing tech company that helps businesses use data and AI to better target customers. Basically, its platform helps companies figure out who to market to, what message to send, and when to send it. And that sounds simple, but with large companies with millions of potential customers, huge data sets, and multiple marketing challenges, well, that decision can get very complicated and very quickly. And that's why Zeta has been pushing deeper into AI with Athena by Zeta. Athena is designed to give marketers direct answers, recommendations, and automated actions instead of forcing teams to manually dig through huge amounts of data. And that's important because every software company wants to say that it uses AI now. But companies that really matter are the ones that can use AI to save customers time, improve results, and eventually charge more for that value. Zeta also made a major acquisition in November of 2025 when it bought Marigold's enterprise business. And that move expanded Zeta beyond customer acquisition and deeper into loyalty, retention, email, and lifestyle marketing through brands like Cheetah Digital and Selligent. And it also helped add more than 100 enterprise customers, including Fortune 500s and major global advertisers. So the opportunity is pretty clear. Zeta now has a bigger customer base. It has more products to sell, and it has a stronger international presence. But there's also a challenge here, because acquiring businesses is one thing. Integrating platforms, teams, customers, and product roadmaps is completely another. I mean, you'd honestly expect better from a company that talks about enterprise scale, wouldn't you? So now Zeta has to prove that this deal wasn't just about buying more revenue. It has to prove that it can turn Marigold into better retention, stronger cross-selling, and better margins over time. Then the AI strategy accelerated in 2026. In January, Zeta announced a partnership with OpenAI to power Athena's conversational and agentic AI features. Then in March, Athena officially launched for their customers, with Zeta saying that some tasks that used to take days could now be done in minutes. That same month, Zeta's marketing platform was named a leader in a major Forrester industry report, especially for its AI capabilities and data tools. And then in May, Zeta joined Snowflake's Open Semantic Interchange initiative, which ties the company even deeper into enterprise AI infrastructure. So when I look at the big picture, Zeta isn't just saying, hey, I have AI. No, it's trying to position itself inside the enterprise AI stack. And that matters because enterprise customers, they don't usually just change software for fun. They change when something saves time, improves results, or creates a measurable business advantage. And if Athena can do that, Well, Zeta's story becomes a lot more interesting than just being another marketing tech company that's trying to ride the AI wave. Now, for the stock, Zeta has gone up about 42% over the past year. It's actually traded between $12 and $25, and right now it's trading near the upper end of that range, with the stock up about 3% over the past month. So the market has already started rewarding the story. But the stock also isn't sitting in bargain territory anymore. And that's where investors have to be careful. Because when a stock is already moving towards the higher end of the range, the company usually needs to keep delivering. Not just good news, not just AI headlines, actual results. Now, if you've been watching Zeta but think, look, it's still way too expensive, maybe you want to buy it 10, 15, 20% below where it is today, check this video up here because I talk about how you can sell a cash secured put on a stock that you want to own and get paid to wait for it to potentially come down to your price. And if it does come down to your price, you get to buy it and you got paid to buy it to boot. And then what do? Well, you can either keep the stock or you can start selling covered calls on it, which is the second step in the wheel strategy, which you can watch right here. And that leads perfectly into the financials, because this is where the story starts to show up in the numbers. On April 30th, Zeta released its first quarter 2026 financials, and the numbers showed some very strong revenue growth, improving cash generation, and narrowing losses on a GAAP basis. Revenue increased about 50% year over year to just under $400 million. The company said about $87 million of that growth came from new customers, and another $45 million came from existing customers. And the Marigold enterprise acquisition contributed about $56 million in revenue during the quarter. So the growth was still strong organically, but that acquisition also meaningfully helped. And that's worth paying attention to because it tells me that Zeta is growing from multiple directions. It's adding new customers, it's expanding existing customers, and it's using the acquisition to broaden the platform. That is a powerful combination when it works. But it also means investors have to separate the quality of the growth from the size of the growth, because a big revenue print looks great, but the real test is whether that revenue comes with better margins, stronger retention, and more cash flow over time. In terms of profitability, net loss improved to about $13 million compared to roughly $22 million a year ago. Still a loss, but it's a better loss. And for a company investing heavily in AI, platform expansion, and integration, that direction matters. Operating cash flow also increased around 43% to about $50 million. Free cash flow rose nearly 48% to $42 million. And to me, that's important because, well, free cash flow separates a real business from a story stock. A company can yap about AI all day, but if cash flow is improving while revenue is growing quickly, well, that gives the story a little more weight. And what also stood out to me was guidance. Zeta raised its full year 2026 outlook. Management now expects revenue to come in between 1.78 and 1.79 billion, and that would represent growth of between 36 and 37%. The company also guided for positive net income for the full year. Adjusted EBITDA margins above 22% and free cash flow margins above 13%. So basically, management is telling investors that growth should stay strong, profitability should improve, and cash flow should remain healthy. It's a pretty strong message, but it also raises the bar. Because once a company raises guidance, investors don't just want it to meet that guidance. They want confidence that the momentum continues. Zeta also ended the quarter with about $289 million in cash and cash equivalents. It also continued repurchasing its shares under its existing buyback program, and that gives the company some flexibility. It can invest, it can integrate Marigold, and it can support the stock through repurchases, and it can keep building around Athena. So the big question is still the same. Where does Zeta go from here? Well, questions like this come up all the time in my community, so let's take a closer look at Zeta's catalysts and risks. Right now, one of the biggest catalysts is Athena by Zeta. This is the company's AI-powered marketing platform, and management clearly wants Athena to become much more than just another AI feature that's layered into existing software. Early adoption numbers were strong. Zeta said Athena drove 7 times increase in agentic interactions during its first week of general availability. It also accounted for more than 60% of total AI platform usage. It's a pretty big signal, because if customers are actually using Athena, that tells me the product may actually be solving a real pain point. And in enterprise software, usage often comes before deeper monetization. Not always, but often. But why does this matter? Well, if Athena can improve customer retention, increase spending per client, and strengthen its pricing power, then it could push Zeta much deeper into the AI native enterprise software conversation. So instead of just being viewed as another marketing tech company, Zeta could start being viewed as a company that's building real AI automation into marketing workflows. And that's a much bigger story. Another major catalyst here is enterprise customer expansion. Zeta ended the quarter with 189 super scaled customers, up 19% year over year. Average revenue per customer increased 21% to about 1.7 million. And to me, that's one of the most important quality indicators in the whole business, because larger enterprise relationships are usually more durable, they're stickier, and they're more profitable over time. It would make sense if investors focused on the headline revenue growth numbers. That's an easy number to see. But what I'm more interested in is whether those customers are getting bigger, spending more, and staying longer. And based on those super scale customer numbers, Zeta is definitely moving in the right direction. At the same time, though, there are some real risks. And the biggest one is whether Athena can actually become a monetization driver instead of just a strong engagement story. Because investors can get excited about AI usage for a while, but eventually they're going to want some proof. They're going to want to see higher revenue. They're going to want to see better margins and stronger long-term economics. If Athena is being used more, but customers aren't spending more or becoming more profitable, well, then this AI story becomes a lot weaker. And margin execution, it's another key risk. Zeta's adjusted EBITDA margin declined during the quarter, even as revenue surged. And full-year guidance suggests that margins will improve significantly through the rest of the year. So management has to prove the business can scale profitably while also integrating Marigold and continue to invest heavily in AI capabilities. That's not easy because growth costs money. AI costs money, integration costs money, and enterprise expansion, guess what? It costs money too. So the business has to show that all this spending is creating leverage, not just complexity. And what stands out to me is that the catalysts and the risks are all connected to one bigger question. Can Zeta evolve into a true AI native enterprise platform? Or does it remain mostly a marketing software company with AI features that are layered on top? Well, that's the real debate, right? If Athena keeps improving enterprise adoption and monetization, and Marigold strengthens margins and cross-selling opportunities, well, then Zeta could eventually justify a much stronger long-term valuation. But if AI engagement doesn't translate into durable revenue growth or margin expansion, enthusiasm around that AI narrative could cool off very quickly. And that brings me to valuation, because well, the business might be exciting, but the stock also has to make sense. Zeta currently trades at a market cap of just over $4.5 billion. The stock trades at roughly 88 times forward earnings, and that's pretty aggressive. It tells me that investors are already pricing in strong long-term AI growth, enterprise expansion, and margin improvement. But Zeta also has a PEG ratio of about 2.81. That tells me the market still expects earnings growth to remain elevated over the next several years. And Zeta also trades at around 5 times its book value. So overall, I wouldn't consider Zeta cheap at all. The stock already reflects a lot of optimism around Athena, AI monetization, enterprise expansion, and future margin growth. From here, investors will need to see some real proof that Athena can turn strong usage into stronger revenue, bigger customer spending, and better profitability over time. Because at these valuation numbers, the market is clearly expecting execution to stay very strong. If growth slows down even just a smidge, if margins disappoint, or AI monetization takes even just a little longer than expected, the stock could become much harder for investors to justify. So, is it a buy right now? Well, let's have a look at what the analysts are saying. A consensus among 15 analysts rate Zeta a strong buy, which is actually an upgrade from the moderate buy rating just 3 months ago. The average score is 4.47, and 10 analysts rate it a strong buy, and 2 have a moderate buy rating, while 3 recommend holding the stock. Meanwhile, the low to high target prices suggest there's between 16 and 132% potential upside over the next year. And I got to agree with the strong buy rating, but I also think investors need to understand that this is no longer a cheap or low expectation growth stock. The market is already pricing in a lot of optimism around Athena, enterprise AI adoption, and long-term margin expansion. What makes me more constructive on Zeta is that the company appears to be moving beyond traditional marketing software. It's building deeper customer relationships through AI-driven automation, data infrastructure, and cross-platform integration. And that gives the story more credibility than many of the smaller AI software companies that are trading mostly on hype. Of course, execution right now matters enormously. Investors want proof that Athena can and will drive real monetization. They want proof that Marigold integration improves margins over time. And they want proof that Zeta can continue to grow without getting the valuation too stretched. So my view is this. Zeta's an attractive long-term growth story. It's got strong revenue momentum, it's got improving cash flow, and it's got real AI catalysts tied with Athena. But the stock already reflects a lot of that optimism. So I call it a strong buy for investors who understand the risk and can handle the volatility. But I wouldn't treat it like a cheap stock. At these levels, Zeta has to keep proving itself. So that's what I think. Now I want to turn it over to you. Do you think Zeta is a good stock to invest for the long term? Would you buy at these levels? And did I get it right? Did I forget anything? Did I make a mistake? Let me know that and more in the comments below. And while you're there, if you found the video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe because it helps others find the video, it supports the channel, and it makes sure that you don't miss out on my next deep dive. Well, that's it for me today in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.